guys, welcome back to our next video. Welcome back to our next video, guys. And then no, it's your one and only Stayn in the cottage. So my guys, welcome back to our next video. So before we go into this video, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, put it to all so that once I drop a video you will be notified. Notification gang, isn't it? But anyways people, today's video is actually a different video, as you can tell by the title. Instead of reviewing music videos and all that, today I drop something different for you. Today I'm gonna review the big bad show where I take over Netflix and everywhere right now, Squid Game, people. So today I'm gonna review the big bad show Squid Game, where everybody are watching and talk about right now. However guys, before we go into the video, if it's a case that you don't have Netflix and you want to watch the video and you have the money and not spend the money to watch the show, I'm going to put one link down in the description below so you can click on the link and you can watch the show free of cost, you see me? So after, if you don't watch the show yet, you can click the link down if you don't have Netflix and you decide you're not paying the money, say no subscription, have no this and that for watch the show, the link will be down in the description so you can watch it, you see me? But without further ado guys, let's get into the video, you see me? Anyways, so today what I'll be doing is breaking down the Squid Game and reveal clues that we have overlooked. So basically what I'm gonna do is to enlighten the clues that you know basically the end of the show would have geared towards the ending, so the ending wouldn't be that surprising, isn't it? As me say, if you don't watch the video or you don't watch the show, well, keep on the video. If you don't watch the show, then this might be really confusing when I talk about. All who watch the show don't know what I talk about. So if I see me continuously I look down, I basically have my script here. Yes, so basically write down what me all of the points I'm so I don't miss nothing. And yeah, so the first one to start off, we have the man at the train station that asks player 456 was the same as, I will pronounce G Hon. Yeah, the one there everybody supposed to know me at that about, that asks player 456 to play a game but can't remember the name, and most of them something are Korean something and I can't pronounce them and I go back my tongue I try to pronounce nothing, you see me? But you're not supposed to know. I say once you don't watch it, you're not supposed to know what me I talk about. You see me? Anyway, so the man at the train station that asks player 456 to play a game, and if he wins, he will be given 101. So basically, at 100,001. Sorry, because their money over there is called one. If I pronounce it right, but yeah, 101. And if he loses, seeing that the man not have no money to gamble, so if he lose, he'll be given a slap. So if he wins, he might get 100,000. Each time he wins, he will be given 100,001, and if he lose, he basically like get a box in him. Yes. Yeah. After a couple rounds of losing, player 456 started to win. So now it start get sweet because I must say in the beginning, player 456 is a gambler. So once he start winning, it go sweet him. Now the fact the fact that the man at the train station dressed in a suit was able to list all the information of player 456 shows that it was not a coincidence. So it wasn't a coincidence why the man at the train station, because the man didn't have the name, but it wasn't a coincidence why the man at the train station meet up into Ji Hong or Ji Hon, however it is pronounced. So it was basically planned, isn't it? Because for the game, them already target who them want, or the list of people them, the 400 people them, they want to come on the place or the island come play the game. That was the first red flag. It was the first red flag at that point. I might not be correct, but in my opinion, me feel like the color card, because they were given two cards to choose from. So it's either a red card or I don't know if it's a green card or a blue card. Basically, other people see the color different, but me think it's a green card. Sorry. So the color card that they have selected was how it was decided if there would be a guard or a player. So remember that Jihan selected the, I think he did select the green card, and when him go at the place, you gotta see. So that would basically decide if they would be a guard or a player. As well, I can tell the guards were not really powerful there as well and would be killed if their face were revealed. So basically, me feel like say at the same way all the players them set the players them, the guard them in a debt as well, and them play the game with the man at the train station, and them probably select the red card, and so them get to be guards. Secondly, the fact that they have to be gassed so that they won't be able to see where they are going, and when you're there, you only see other players with only numbers instead of names. A room with bunk beds stacked 6 beds high, and masked guards with guns shows that it was definitely something serious and also illegal because they were taken. Well, I'm not gonna say taken against their own because they were given a choice. At the beginning, they were given a choice. They were given a card, and if they want to take part in the game, them them call the number and them say whatever, whatever. But at the same time, the fact that they have to gas them and make them pass out so them not see where them a go, shows say and it's something legal them a play, isn't it? Or do or whatever. Anyways, now let's get to the first game. Green light, red light, or red light, green light, whichever way. Everyone was there laughing as if everything was okay and saying it's a kid's game. But to everyone's surprise, now, the doll, which is a motion sensor doll, picked up those who were moving and being eliminated. Their lives were taken. Now everybody realized that, oh my god, it's a kid's game. People that get killed by playing a kid's game. So at this point, everybody realized that they have all messed up. It's either make it past the round or get killed. Most persons were terrified and started running, which made it worse. So the doll is a motion sensor doll which picks up movements. However, if we all had took a notice, we saw when the doll was looking at everyone. So when the doll did a look at everybody, you could have seen them have a green outlining, but when the doll was looking at when the old man was there, everybody around the old man have a green outlining, but the old man him never have nothing around him. So basically the doll cannot pick up the old man. The reason for this was because the doll was programmed not to pick him up, and no one that was near to him was killed as they didn't want to shoot and miss them and accidentally shoot the old man. So they never want basically go shoot somebody when they beside the old man, but make mistake or they might move and then the old man go get shot, isn't it? While everyone was there shaking, trying to make it through, the old man was just there smiling and going through with ease. So if you basically look back, when everybody defend, and you know, everybody nervous, can tell you everybody heart, even though it's a show, everybody heart a beat. I saw them look, and the old man was just, I said the old man is a smiling and look at everybody, man just a glide through and I go and so yeah, if you really look up on it, I saw the man that behave. So we're there. After this game, over half the players were eliminated or killed. Now they've realized what is happening and no longer want to play. So basically now they realize, say, yo, it's a dead game this weekend, and say is it that we're gonna get killed or whatever. So according to clause number 3, because them signed a contract when them just reached, so the contract has 3 clauses. I think the first one was for continue play. The second one was I don't remember the second one, but I remember it's the third one is if majority of the players decide that they don't want to play anymore, the games will be terminated or something like that. But basically it is the same. So according to clause number 3, and the contract games will be terminated if majority agrees to stop playing, which they did, and went back to their old lives. So everybody gone back to them old lives with them broke and loan shark and look for them, and them not have nothing for eat, and who for mother sick and who for all kind of something. Everybody wanted, and police and look for them and all kind of something. So them gone back to their life there. After returning home, they've all realized that. So after them reach home, them realize that their lives were more tormenting than they've imagined. So it basically more tormented than this and that and whatever. Alright, so they all got a second chance and they returned to the island. Well, most of them returned to the island to continue playing, as the prize money was, I think it was 45 billion won. Yeah, I don't know how much that is in Jamaican dollars, but I don't know. I don't think it's anything much, but yeah. or maybe I don't know. I think Jamaican dollars more than Korean one. I don't know, but anyways. Now the second game was the honeycomb thingy, the honeycomb when them have to carve out whichever shape them get and blah blah blah. So we all came to realize that Ji Hong, which is player 456 childhood friend Sang Woo, is not a good friend as they thought he was. Because basically when him go in the place or the arena thingy for next game, him basically did pick up because him did ask one of the player if she did see something, and she said she did see like some sugar and something like them and make some something. And then when him go in at the arena thing, like him say them have on some wall some shapes, and them say each player must decide which shape them want and go line up in the front side. So then him remember one of the games them when we used to play when he was a child. So him never tell the rest of people him in our team, which was the old man, Ji Hong, and the one from Pakistan when him Ali. Him never tell them, him just, but him don't know, which was a lie, because basically they want everybody else to get killed, because him just dirty, and you just say you're not supposed to know already still. But anyways, yeah. So he recognized the game and chose to keep it to himself and chose the easiest shape to take out with the honeycomb. Nevertheless, Ji Hong, Sang Woo, Ali, and the old man made it through. So everybody chose a different shape. Him chose the easiest one, which was the triangle, I think. I might be wrong, don't quote me. But him chose the easiest one, which was a triangle. And yeah, because triangle are just three lines you have to carve out, so isn't it? So basically, yeah, but you have to still know where, because anyhow, you broke off piece of the triangle, where enough you broke off, you don't know, so you get one bullet in your head and you're dead. Anyways, now, there was also a riot due to food shortage, and the players decided to stay up on and fight. Them decided that they were going to stay up and fight. There were more persons being eliminated. So by the time when they fight at the riot because of the food shortage, because we don't see how the food shortage, and basically me and here say somebody they said them give them less food because of fight. Yeah, them give them less food to start a fight. Basically there were more persons being eliminated in the fight that they had. Now this is an important part that we might have missed. Listen carefully. So while the others were fighting, while everybody did their fight and thing, you might have realized player number 1, which was Ilman, I think Ilman, the old man name, he went up on the bunk, the top of the bunk, which was 6 beds high. So him go up there, and him basically a signal to the front man, I said him for put off the game. So if you realize that while them did a fight, the front man did a look on something, and he pick up player number 001, which is the old man, and him, I think him did up on something like this, which means that them for stop. As the man do that, you realize that the guys them come in and then them stop the fighting. Now, if them never do that, the old man would have, or it might be a case that the old man would have been killed if he never got climb up on the bed and do that. Maybe the bed would have turned over, they would have turned over the bed, because if you realize that most of the bed them did get turned over and this and that, or maybe somebody would have go up there and kill him, I don't know. But if him never did that, maybe him would have did that. Remember I said the old man at the show, him not dead. If you watch it straight to already, the old man not supposed to dead in at the show. He's not supposed to dead. But the other players them don't know that, because they don't know say the old man and the mastermind there and everything. Anyways, so that was another clue that the old man was the mastermind behind this death game. Next, we have the tug of war game, which the weakest team with 3 skinny girls, including the annoying lady, and an old man was a part of one, thanks to the strategy of the old man and Sang. So basically, Sang at the beginning, the old man tell them how to play, how to do this. I can't go through all of that right now because I remember all of the strategy. So if you realize when you watch the part there, the old man basically tell them how to position themselves and don't do nothing for the first, must say 10 seconds, and made the opposing team use up all of them energy, and then them are going to just pull and whatever. But that did work to some extent. And then that did work to some extent until them realized that the opposing team energy now, and then them start draw for them to, with the old man the pan and them almost. But thanks to the next plan of Sangwoo, because Sangwoo could be out himself at this time, because if the rest of play them on him team, then him are go dead too. So him have to come up with something where to save all of them. So him can't be selfish right now. So I think him did say them are gonna take 3 steps forward, which I wanna ask if that make any sense, because to me, honestly, that never make no sense at first. But yeah, if you take 3 steps forward and then them are gonna pull, basically that did work. So yeah, see me. So, however, that strategy worked. Yes, we all know there is this one annoying player that just don't know how to keep her mouth shut. Yeah, we all know this annoying woman. I don't remember her number or whatever, but she just annoying and she don't know when to lock her mouth, isn't it? So, but she's not important, at least not yet. But however, they listened and followed the instructions of Sangwoo and Ilman, which is the old man, to pass that game. They all thought they were gonna die. So basically, then you think they might be dead, and for the whole game, you can know say everybody had just a pulpit and one with the safe in their chest. But yeah, Sangwoo and Ilman give them the strategy and blah 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 and tell them what to do, and so they make it through. You can tell say it's a game where Ilman played often when he was younger. So that is the next game. The green light, red light, the honeycomb, and now the tug of war. Those 3 games were what he played when he was younger. So now we move on to the marble game, which they had to pair up in 2s. The old man sat there as he knew no one would want to pair up with him, as he would be a liability. So basically, nobody now going to want to pair up with the man because they don't know the next game. And any of them pair up with him, them are going to say he is a liability, and him can't really do much. So basically, nobody never want to pair up with him. However, Jihan asked him to be his partner, and the odd one out was the annoying woman. So the annoying woman did that odd one out, you see me? However, everyone thought she was eliminated as she was dragged away by the guards. Let's look a little deeper into this, as there were a lot more clues in this than any other episodes or games. Listen carefully. So, that's what I'm going to read. Oh, anyways. While the old man and Jihan was playing marbles, the setting was just as how it looked where the old man lived before. He was there running around trying to find his house, as he stated before that he had a brain tumor and it might have been acting up at that time. Big sense of that. The man a playful sketch wise right there. So he then decided to finally play the game and now lost to Jihan, and Jihan was able to accumulate all the marbles. So that means that the old man would have been eliminated. Now everyone else that have been eliminated, they were shot on camera. So if you realize that everybody, when them get eliminated out of the game, them shoot them on camera, and so when them get shot and you hear them body drop on the ground. But however, the camera was not on, as you can tell, the camera was not on Ilman when he was being shot or eliminated. Basically, the on Jihan or watch him walk away. You hear the shot, you hear nobody drop, and you never see nothing. So basically, everybody did say, okay, the old man did blah blah blah, but they never see nothing. While everybody else get shot on camera, him never get shot on camera. You only hear the shot fire. So now it would be a good time for the old man to make his appearance, as the other game there was no way for him to receive special treatment, which we will look into shortly. So basically, at the best time now for the old man get eliminated, because alright, so if it's a case that the old man, let me look into that shortly. But at the best time now for the old man get eliminated from the game or make him disappear, because the next game him can't get a special treatment and there's no way for him to cheat to make it to the next game. So we'll also get to see how cold-hearted and unfair Sangwoo was as he cheated Ali to get all the marbles. He tricked Ali into looking for other players so both of them could move on, but instead betrayed him and took all the marbles and got him eliminated. Well, it is a life and death game, and they all had to do what they needed to do to survive. So basically, him never want dead, so basically him have to do something two of them two of them don't want it, but somebody have to dead. So him did have to do what him have to do to survive, and somebody did have to dead. You see me? So I just left it there. As it relates to the other one out earlier, which was the annoying lady, we then realized after the game that she was not eliminated. So as it regards to why, the game might have been designed where they all thought no one was going to pair with the old man, and the guards received specific instructions to not kill the odd one out at that time. Basically, listen, it makes sense. So basically, the old man did that by himself. As I said earlier, everyone might think that he is a liability if them pair up with him because he can't really do nothing. So basically, they're gonna say, alright, nobody not gonna pair up with the old man, and there has to be an odd one out. So basically, them instruct the guards and say, alright, for the game here, the person or the odd one out, do not kill that person, just drag them away, because just drag them away and then eliminate it out of the game. So I think at that time as well, it was supposed to be the old man to be eliminated, but because Ji Hong asked him to pair up with him and basically get to play the game. So I think that is how the annoying woman gets to survive. So because they receive special instructions not to kill the person that is the odd one out at that time. Say, we know say it makes sense. If you really look into it, it makes sense. So the next game was the glass bridge thingy where they have to walk on the glass, go all the way across. They have to walk on the glass and from one side to the next, which was the glass bridge thingy. Yes, so there are two types of glasses, which were the tempered glass that can hold two persons at a time, and the regular glass the tempered glass can hold two persons at a time without breaking, and the regular glass, if you go on the regular glass, it'll go break and you can fall to your death. So now if the old man, so basically look into it, if the old man did actually come to the round here, if the old man did actually come to the round here, he basically wouldn't survive, because there's no way for him to receive special unless they're not going to carry him across, I don't know, or they're not going to just make him choose number 16, because a 16 player reached to this round. So if him did choose that, if him did end up reaching the part here, you know, some of the players and them push off some of them and blah blah blah, so them can know which glass I go break and blah blah blah, so them can go through before the 5 minutes run out. So if the old man did reach us, so them good one of the players them would have goodly push him off and make him pass him dead. And remember, I said the old man not for dead. Him not for dead, so him not for dead in a real life. So basically, him have to make him disappearance before the game here. If you really look into it, it makes a lot of sense. So after the bridge thingy, the glass bridge thingy, there are three persons or three players remaining, which were Ji Hong, Sang Woo, and the girl, I think she named Sebi York, I don't know if it's pronounced, but yeah, Sebi York. Forgive me if I pronounce the girl name wrong, even though it's not a real name, but Sebi York, I think that's something hear them call her. I don't have the accent like the Korean people them, but Sebi York or whatever. Anyways, when they all went back to the room, I'm not sure if the players, I'm not sure if the player them did notice, but if you ever realize, when them go back to the room, when you look around on the wall them, you could have realized, say, them could have know the next game are all of the games them what them did have go play before them even played. So if you did look on the wall them, you could have seen the game them on the wall. So if you can go back to the show, if you haven't noticed it, you can go back to the show and you would have realized that at the scene there, when after them eat, after them have like a feast, and the three of them left and them go back to the room, when you look on the wall, because most of the bed them for the people who get eliminated get moved out, and a 3 bed left back in the room. So when you look on the wall them, you see the game them. You see the game them on the wall. So it all came down to Sang-woo and Ji-hun after Sebi-yeok was eliminated after being killed by Sang-woo. So basically, I think she didn't dead either way. She didn't dead either because after the glass thingy and all of the glass them exploded, and she one of them did stab her in her belly or blah blah blah. She didn't get eliminated either way because she didn't dead. I don't think she didn't make it. She didn't lose 1 bag of blood and 1 bag of something. I don't feel nobody that come in going for because I don't think anyone was a doctor blah blah blah. So Yeah. So they were brought to their last game, which was the Squid game, and they both had a steak knife they had from the feast they've had previously. Ji-Hong was the winner as Sang-woo decided to eliminate himself. At this point, I feel like say Sang-woo conscience of bother him because if you realize since the start of the game, he did play dirty. Even though the game not really have much rules or blah blah blah, him did play dirty and him did unfair from beginning. Especially when him do to Ali, it was really unfair. I feel like same conscience about him, so him just kill himself. But yeah, so Sang-woo was the eliminated and Ji-Hong was the winner by the game Squid Game, which Sang-woo and Ji-Hong used to play when they did a younger place. When they did a picnic. So let's take a step back now to when the defect. I can't believe we really like it's a defective. So let's take a step back to when the detective was searching the records looking for his missing brother's file. As every player there is or hold on. Okay, yeah, basically, because this is the confusing. So basically, every player what did that or did it before, they have or had a no a file that for everybody will ever come in the game before. From when the game did start up to now, everybody have a file. So for the year that the current game was for, the files for the player started at 002. Take notice when the detective are looking at the file for the current game or the current something we are going on, you realize that the file started at 002. That means that there was no file for player 001. Player 001, which is Ilman, which is the old man. That is our next clue to show you say the old man and the mastermind behind this arm have something to do with it. So basically all them clues here come together to show you say the ending shouldn't be as surprising. Me not gonna tell no lie still. Me did actually Google something when I watch it. So basically I'm being known said before it reached the ending, it never surprising to me because we did Google something. Because we can't watch a show. Once me watch a series, I go Google something. I go Google something. So I had to. Yeah. So basically all of the clues them come together. You might not get them while watching it at first because you're gonna say, oh, you're not gonna really notice it because they not expect the ending. They don't know what's gonna happen at the end unless somebody tell you. So basically, all of the clues them will really make no sense to you. But yeah, that was a clue to show you that the old man had something to do with this whole game settings, whatever. Anyways, that was another clue as I said. So the detective then searched for the year 2015 and saw that his brother was winner of that year. After the detective escaped and was trying to leave the island, he was then made aware that his brother was the frontman all along. So basically, the brother where the detective I looked for all along was the frontman. We give out the order of them and whatever. So now the detective shot the front man, which I remember that in his shoulder, and then the front man shot back the detective in his shoulder and him drop off over the water. However, after he fell into the water, there was no blood. Well, I just one shot in his shoulder too, so I no blood. But the detective fell in the water, you know, see nothing, you know, see him body or sana him body or nothing. I feel like say him probably swim gone. I feel like say him live because the brother, which is the front man, I don't remember his name. Him received the same shot in his shoulder as well, and him survived. So I feel like the brother survived as well. And basically, the sea is the sea. I think the sea is salt water, and salt basically cure things. So that's why if you get a cut in your mouth, it heals fast because the saliva contains salt. So yeah, salt in the sea or the ocean, and it will help to heal it. Even though if you might lose blood anyways, he might dead. But I feel like say him survive. I feel like say the detective survive, and if there is a season 2, he might make a next appearance. So anyways, after Ji-Hun left and went back to the normal life, he did not use his prize money, and after a year later, him did somewhere drunk as usual, look homeless and like he didn't have nobody because his mother died and all the people must really mean something to him. He must have them dead in the game as well and he man won't really make it out. So he not really basically not nothing to live. And remember say his daughter supposed to go in LA with our stepfather and our mother and everybody. So basically my saying not have nobody to live for and yeah, but anyways, him did sit down somewhere and drink beer and a lady asked him to buy one of her roses which had the same card that he got when he first was invited to the games. It had an address to the room in a building where he met the old man again on his deathbed. So basically when he meet the old man on the deathbed he realized say it basically come to him say all along the old man had something to do with this or him basically did behind all of what happened. And so the old man explained to him how it happened and that he wanted to have fun with the games. Basically the old man is basically him start this with all them rich friend them to say, alright, you have people out there where broke and this and that and whatever whatever. If you don't come from Jamaica broke meaning that you don't have no money. You don't have any funds, okay? Okay? You don't have any money. So basically him decides to alright, seeing that him never want to stay out in the world and dead. So basically him just want play the games and when play as a kid. I enjoy them once more before him dead because basically you can see how the old man look feeble like can barely move. So him almost dead. Him did almost dead. So him just did want to enjoy them once more before him dead. Yeah, now there is another part that we have missed as well when the VIPs were there watching the games and they all had on masks. You can realize say Ilman, which is the old man, was one of them in the mask watching the game. So Ilman, which is player 001, he was one of the VIPs there and he did have on one of the masks them. Yeah, that was part of it as well. So that was basically another clue. So now, even though there has been no confirmation of season 2, persons are wondering if and when there will be. The fact that Ji-hun saw the same man at the train station recruiting other players and also called the number on a card he took from one of them shows that my people come text me now and I come distract me, come break my focus. Anyways, so basically I realized the game after him win the game and Ilman dead, the game never stops. I realized the game continue. And persons are saying basically him dying here in red and it means something that will be revealed. I don't know what just the people say. Other person's theory, I'm not sure. But this was a very interesting show that has you at the edge of your seat. So basically for me I watch it, you're at the edge of your seat because I just say it have you, it should just have you weird edge of your seat. And even though this has been written for over 10 years, for about 10 years, yes, this specific show Squid Game, it has been written by I think a Korean for 10 years. 10 years, yes, you might not believe it has been written for 10 years. Don't ask me how I know. Do not ask me, I know it has been written for 10 years and basically you can see say the show was not rushed. You can see the 10 years where it takes to put out, it actually was worth it. Even though the person were writing said they did have struggles and this and that, it was really worth it because it never rushed at all and there was never a moment you can predict what was going to happen next. Never a moment you can say, oh, and it's gonna happen next. You can never tell what's gonna happen next. And this is a prime example of how a movie or show should be. This is a prime example. If you haven't watched it as yet, I recommend not to watch it at night unless you have nothing else to do the next day because you will only want to continue watching the next episode as one is concluded. So basically, you always want to know what's gonna happen next. So if you watch it at night, you're not gonna get no sleep. Yeah, you're not gonna get no sleep. So I think it was 9 episodes. 9 episodes. So me personally, me really want season 2 to come out and I really want to see what gonna happen next. We'll only hope say them put out season 2. But anyways, we have reached the end of this video. I hope y'all like it, so you can understand exactly what happened in the big bad show Squid Game, and basically I was able to reveal the clues that led to the ending. So basically all the things that what they basically that show you in the show, we say this basically show you the things in that show will lead towards the ending. As I said, the ending shouldn't have been that surprising as it was. But as I say, I'm gonna just pick them up at the first time watching the show unless you know how the ending are going. You see. But anyways guys, we have reached the end of the video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell once you're new. Go over to my Instagram, it will be down in the description below. Remember that official_Stayn is my personal Instagram, and Stayn_reviews is the Instagram for the channel. Remember that if you don't have Netflix as well, the cheap people gonna decide to them don't want to pay no money for Netflix for watching a movie or no other subscriptions, I will be putting a link down in the description below so that you can watch the show Squid Game for free. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all another time.